That's kind of from last week. Hey!
Hey!
Holy shit, that happened fast. We are here. Here's the
We're live
intro.
now. Let's go.
Let's go. Yo. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for...
Woo! Let's go.
Man, what you
We
trying
are
to do
back,
with it?
ladies and gentlemen.
I don't
We
know.
are back.
I was just gonna go dummy, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm going.
Hell yeah.
Let's
We
go.
are back in the Fight Lounge. Another Thursday, another event smacked around. Grits, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. It was a good last week. We hit some good spots. Couple that let us down, but overall, it was a really good weekend. So, yeah, I'm ready for another one, man. Let's go. We got football
UFC.
starting, man. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be a good weekend.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? Paris parlay, Paris parlay, cash the
Paris.
fuck up plus 1,000. I hope some people got in
I was
on
with
that
you.
one.
I was with you
I
for
mean,
sure.
The only one we didn't put on there, I think, was Nora Cornell. She's from France too. I missed that. It could have been an 8-legger with plus money. We could have got plus 2,000. That's the only thing that I'm upset about, but not that upset.
But, hey, we won on our
Vulcan
singles, so,
Ozdemir.
it's okay.
I looked past Vulcan Ozdemir. That fucker fucked me. Other than that, it was Rose Namajunas. We took a dog shot there. I always take dog shots in the women's MMA. Dog shot. I'm not mad about it. I am off Rose forever. So there's that.
Yeah, for quite a while at least.
I think she doesn't want to fight anymore. She wants to do other things. I read on Twitter she's going to have a meeting with Dana about what she wants to do with her career. That's just never good.
No. I kind of, I don't want to say she looked disinterested, but it was just almost like defeated.
Disinterested is a good way to say it.
She wasn't the engaged we've seen her before. Took a lot of damage. So
no, I don't think she wants to fight anymore. She's been doing it for a long time. She's young. She doesn't want to get all damaged up. She's literally done fighting on her end. Mentally, she doesn't want to anymore. She already got the belts. She went for double champ status. Like, she's fucking.
Well, see, and that's just kind of where I'm at with it is, I don't know. No reason to come out and say you want the double chance at the double belt and this and that, and then you lose your first one and then you just retired. Like, that's just
this is what bothered me. I said last week, Rose Namajunas, she's good, all the stuff.
Right.
And I said a lot about her coach, too, Coach Trevor Whitman. And then after the fight, I come to find out she wasn't training with him anymore, and she took a step back from training with him because he pushes her too hard. I'm like, you fucking bitch.
Jesus.
He's too focused.
Terrible.
Pushing me to still be a champion.
Totally not
she's
focused.
Changing her mind, so she's not in the mindset she used to be in, where she was at that level with Trevor Whitman, just feeding off each other, training, getting better and better. She's like, yeah, that's a little bit too hard. I don't want to keep doing that, and that's just a fighter that I'm done with.
Yeah, you're just not into it like that anymore. So.
Yep.
Yeah, but other than that, we had a good weekend. I mean.
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, the Paris parlay cash. I made one parlay with Rose at, I think it was like plus 2,500. And I took the other one with Manon Fiorot just to cover myself because I've been burned on it right in the main event on 8-leg parlays a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, see, I had a 3-legger that I backed myself with. I don't like doing that very often, but I was like, man, this is the only one that I just see any issues with. And so, yeah.
Well, I'm not really a big parlay guy, but I mean, the Paris parlay was a bit of a gimmick. And then, after it cashed, I told myself I should have put more than just $5 on it. But
right.
$5 is the right amount for a joke little gimmick Paris parlay. Just so happened to cash, But yeah, that's not going to happen.
In those situations, that's what you do. You go through the card and you just say, hey, I like this. And you put 8 or 9 or 10 guys and you just toss a couple bucks on it. And hey, you get a couple of those a season. It's worth it,
Absolutely.
Well, so But all right, anyways, you're going down under, man. Let's get after it.
We are going down under, mate.
Going down under. Let's get after it. Hey, Mike.
Down under for the fighting with the Aussies, men. We throwing some shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah, I'm a little excited about the card. I like it. I do.
Pretty sure my Australian accent is atrocious.
Oh yeah, mine's no better. I can promise you. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you want to start it off?
No, go ahead. Lead us off with the first one.
All right, I'm gonna fuck this name up because I forgot how you said
it.
Oh,
I got him.
Kevin, got him. Jusay versus Kiefer Crosby.
Yep. Hey, that's good. That's I would have definitely said Cousette.
Jusay.
Yeah.
Jusay.
Jusay.
I don't know
that's
what to...
what I was doing when I was just watching tape on the guy. That's what all the announcers kept calling him, Jusay. So I just I'm gonna write this one down.
Juicy.
So, yeah. So Nasty Nate, when you rewatch this, bud, go ahead and take a look at a couple of tapes, and when they say his name, they say it Jusay. A couple guys said Jusay.
Jusay. Okay.
I heard you say.
No, his nickname is Air. Kevin Air Jusay. I don't know if he's any Michael Jordan. He shouldn't be calling himself Air yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna find out, right?
We have Kevin Jusset 8-2, Kiefer Crosby 10-3. I think they're both making their UFC debut. Jusset has a 5-inch reach advantage. And I don't have many stats on these guys because it's hard to find their striking numbers as they're not in the UFC, and lots of those lower organizations don't track that number publicly.
No, right?
Ooh, we got our first comment in the chat. Boston Nick says, pay-per-view card, it's pretty weak. I mean, we're talking Kevin Jusset and Kiefer Crosby. To be honest with you, Nick, they shouldn't even be on a pay-per-view. No. They shouldn't be headlining the prelims, the early prelims. Making their UFC debut, they just should not be on the card. You're right.
Yeah, no, there's just spots that I like a lot on here. But yeah, overall,
oh, there's some.
We've had better. We've had better in the last couple
the early prelims are really somebody said it best. If you took Israel Adesanya off this card, you could really just have this be a UFC fight night, 100%.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Hold on, I want to pull this up because I couldn't find any.
But yeah, I mean, on paper, it looks like Kiefer Crosby's fought the better competition. He's been in Bellator, all that. He's fought some notable names, but all these names were washed when they went to other leagues. Like we're talking about a 36, 37-year-old Alex Cowboy Oliveira. I mean, it's hard to say what either of these guys has really done or what's going to happen. I'd like to take the underdog here just because. But Kevin Jusset is from CKB, City Kickboxing, and I mean, a little home cooking, you might have to favor that too. So I'm really stuck on this fight. I'm going to have to think about it for Saturday. What do you got, Grits?
I'm on Jusay. I think I watched some tape on these guys. I didn't get to watch a lot on Crosby. I could not find a whole hell of a lot. And it took me some digging to find a different fight card to even find their height and reach. So Jusay 6'2", 74.5-inch reach, and Crosby's 5'11" with a 70-inch reach. I think Jusay moved. Yeah, I just think Jusay is a little bit more patient. My problem I have with him is his low volume. He's just real patient. He doesn't strike a whole lot versus Crosby. I think he kind of comes and puts and goes.
He's definitely the more wily fighter, I would say.
Yeah, and for me, I'm going to be looking for a live line. This is one of my other ones that I have, kind of midway through round one, maybe end of round one, really see how things are going. I don't see a lot of grappling type going on from Jusay. Crosby's going to be the guy. And what I have on this is Jusay's and I'm leaning his way too, my leg kicks. I love my leg kicks, guys. So he uses them leg kicks.
Yeah. Everybody's talking about the leg kicks. Yeah, I mean.
But my only problem is Crosby. Yeah, Crosby's just a little bit shorter, stockier. I don't know if it's going to affect him quite as much as it would if you had a taller, bigger kind of guy. But it's still not going to, still going to hurt like a bitch. And it's after a while, it's going to take you from moving so well. So I think that'll be Jusay's path, I guess, to victory is just try and slow Crosby down enough. So live line for me, but I lean Juice. I'm not sure I'll even get there. I want to watch it. So
yeah, I'd have to say I'm probably leaning towards him right now just because he's from New Zealand. It goes to decision. I think it will go to decision. The longer rangier fighter should be able to use it, and like if he's working with the same coaches, these other guys at CKB with Eugene Behrman, head coach. I mean, he's going to be a fucking problem, and he's going to know how to use his 5-inch reach advantage. He's going to do the same thing as Israel Adesanya. Maybe not going to look as nice, to be honest with you, but he's going to keep the range, jump to the side, and this is Eugene Behrman's plan. If you don't know, keep the range, push him back, and when you get to the fence, circle to the left or right, away from his power hand, and get back to the center of the octagon. That's what he teaches everybody. Just keep your range and keep circling back to the center. That's it. It's such a good fucking plan.
Yeah, so this is going to be a fight for me that I'm all over the over 1.5 to start the night, just because of the way Juice fights. He moves slower. He's not as quick, very patient, low volume, keeps his distance. He's got pretty decent strikes, but yeah, it's over 1.5 all day, a parlay piece, minus 185.
This isn't bad. Juice to finish in the third round or get the decision.
Yeah. I love that.
Some of those double chance lines. That's probably like minus 125, minus 150, I would guess. Nice. I don't know why they're like, it seems decent at minus 125 for a double chance. If I could get some of these lines myself, I would hop on that too, Boston Nick. So I'm with you.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good solid look. You know me, I talk about my double chance spots quite a bit if I can find one.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. So, I like that. That's the type of bet that I want to be able to get.
Well, that's why I'm writing it down, because that might be something else I look into. So, but I think that's going to wind up on my parlay. I think is that one over 1.5. I really like that spot. It's not bad juice either for a 3-legger.
It says minus 115 or lower. It should be at least. Yeah, I imagine it's around there. Most of those props are like minus 115, minus 125, which I think it should be minus 150, to be honest with you. But I shouldn't even say that out loud. Keep giving us the minus 115 sports books. We love them.
Oh, yeah, I'll take them. Yeah, see, I only have 8 out for this right now. So, yeah, that won't be up for me until probably closer to fight day, since this one just kind of got added. So,
right.
But, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I was looking at, I don't know. Like I said, I'll post my bets later, and we'll see where I lean later in the week, but I was thinking about a dog shot, but I've kind of talked myself off of it with this little conversation. So,
like I said, just after I watched some stuff, and like I said, I only had 2 fights by Crosby, and I don't even have a whole lot of notes other than he's
really hard to cap it too. That's why I was originally leaning towards the dog, then looking into the dog. Not that impressive, so it's a dog or pass, and I don't like the dog, so
yeah. No, I'm with you there. That's why I said it's a live spot for me.
Oh, it's not out for you either? Yeah, I mean, when it does...
It'll be Saturday.
Yeah.
That fight just kind of came onto the card late, so yeah, you're not going to get anything on that yet.
Yeah, I think they needed some fillers. And lots of these guys, like, Kiefer Crosby from SBG, the same gym Conor McGregor's from, CKB, same gym Israel Adesanya's from. So there's some phone calls being made like, hey, my boy can fight if you need a spot filled. We got our boys.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit of a favor for both of them. Big respected gyms. I think that's why they're on the pay-per-view. They got a little bit of push.
I'd have to agree. Got a little pull in the world.
A little bit of pull. Yeah, pull, push, whichever way you look at life.
Got a little pull. They got a little pull out there in the UFC world. So,
yeah.
All right, I got to pull up which one is next. Geez. Oh,
I can tell you what's next if you want.
Yep, go ahead. No, you can
start. I feel like we spent entirely too much time on that fight anyways. Yep. So next time we have Shane Young, minus 175, and Gabriel Miranda, plus 140. I'd have to look at I don't think this line has moved too much. I don't think it's that popular a fight. See what we have on stats. You have Gabriel, average fight time 5 minutes and 15 seconds. I mean, I don't know that he's better all around, but he is a wild man. And Shane Young really, I think he has to weather the storm. Maybe not in the first round, but in the first 2 or 3 minutes. And not to say that Miranda's going to gas, but if he goes that hard, he definitely will. His last loss was to our boy there, Grits, Benoit Saint Denis.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's the last time Gabriel Miranda lost, and you know how
Yeah,
tough
he fought him, dude, in the first. I think in the first minute and a half of that first round, he was almost winning that fight. I went back and watched it. He was playing him real tough. He was taking it, but he was giving it back too. And yeah, he just wore down. You know, he was taking it. Don't get me wrong, he was taking it, but he was giving it as well. And then once the tide turned and it shifted, it was just all Saint Denis, man. He just smashed housed him after that.
Yeah.
So
suppose
if that's
I don't think Shane Young definitely doesn't have those skills. So
yeah, and it might. I don't know if it's necessarily a lack of cardio on him per se. I do have question marks.
He just like he's got good cardio. He maybe just wasted his energy. You know, he pressed all the buttons at once, if you will.
I just think personally, you were just going against Saint Denis, and that dude's just a straight bulldog on a mission.
Oh,
all there is to it. You ran in front of the freight train, bud. Sorry about your luck.
The only guy that could get in front of him was Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos, and that guy's a fucking legend. Like,
right?
Yeah, he needs to fight more often, but that's for a different time.
Yes. But yeah, so I'm leaning towards Miranda in this dog. I think he's a little bit taller. He's got like 3 inches of height on him. His reach, though, is about the same. And my question marks on him are just his cardio and his chin. But I feel like going against Shane Young, I think he's
like I said, I don't think it's the cardio. I think it's the cardio management. You know what I mean?
I agree, and I just think too, like I said, is the last couple of fights that I watched, he just went up against some pretty good, fucking tough fighters.
And like you said, he swings and bangs. Like he's got 8 strikes absorbed per minute. That's pretty high. Like he throws 4 but receives 8, so he's out there giving 1 to take 2, pretty much.
That's what I'm saying. But he's giving it and taking it, and he don't even care, man. He's just he goes at it, you know.
I think if he does that with Shane Young cannot fucking withstand that storm. Maybe.
I don't think so either.
But we'll fucking see.
Let's see. What else did I have? I was looking at maybe under 2.5 in this fight. I just don't think it goes all the way. Maybe doesn't finish in the distance. I don't know.
Yeah, but I like an under here.
I'm leaning that route in this fight, but I do like Miranda.
And Miranda, according to the stats, he shoots more takedowns, about 3 on average per 15 minutes.
Yep.
And then, Shane Young, he's got a 65% takedown defense. So, I mean, I could see this, getting stuffed, and then it stays on the feet, where I think that favors Gabriel Miranda, because Shane Young's game should be to try and take him down. But I think Miranda could defend, turn it into a striking battle.
Well,
I'm on the dog here. I just have to be.
Let's see. So I've got wrote down for him. I just think he's a patient fighter, which is fine, but I think he's going to be too patient, and Miranda's just going to press the pace on him. I just don't.
Yeah, he absolutely will.
He's and then I've got the takedown edge going to Miranda. I don't think Young's takedown defense is very good. I mean, it's not like god awful, but
right.
Yeah. So that's why I said is I'm on Miranda. I do think Shane Young does have some pretty good cardio, but I just don't think it's
for sure.
Because I think Miranda's just going to wind up just pushing him so hard and pressuring him, he's going to gas out anyways. So
yeah, he's going to make him fight to his level. So I think they're both going to get to that kind of late stage gassing type. Yeah,
no, you're going to get to that. Yeah. You're going to get to that start of the second round, and within
he's going to push him and drag him into the deep waters, is what I'm trying to say. He's not going to let him.
I don't even think it goes that far. I honestly
think he's not going to let him stay the course and play his patient little fucking game. He's going to get in there and turn it into his fight, not yours.
Oh yeah. That's Miranda. He's going to get in there and make you do what he wants. So, but yeah. Anyways, I'm on Miranda. So, I like the dog there.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all.
Oh, and here's your guy, Dylan. Blood Diamond and Radke. Now I'm just messing with you.
Oh, go ahead. Start us off. I'm ready to talk about the next fight.
This one I've got marks all over. I'm leaning towards Radke. Let's start there. Radke's 7-3. Blood Diamond's 3-2, 5'11" for Blood Diamond, and 5'10" for Radke. Watching Radke, I think he's going to have a possible arm reach on him, but I couldn't find any stats. So if you can look it up. But Blood Diamond's got a 76, but I still think Radke, just watching him, looked like for whatever reason, he just looks like he has really long arms and uses his length well. Let's see on this. I mean, let's be honest. Blood Diamond's just going to want to sit and just fight and fight and fight and fight. And he's just going to knock you out. It's just what I see from him. He's got good kicks, I think. Good strikes. I question his cardio. Let's see. I think he can hang on the ground, but I think Radke is definitely probably a little better. The only question I have with Radke is just watching that last fight that he had. He got dropped with a liver shot, so I'm just wondering how his midsection is going to be. But that was kind of a weird deal. But just with Blood Diamond's kicks, that's a possible way to where he gets there.
I mean, I don't like this fucking guy at all. He's fine.
I don't either.
He is a good fighter. He's whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
He's just burned me so many times. He came out to be, fucking Israel Adesanya's boy. Israel, talked about I was in kickboxing with this guy. He's also apparently got a disgusting kickboxing record. Not as good as Adesanya's, but he had like 115 fights and then 35 losses, which isn't too bad in the kickboxing world.
Right.
And I can't find any of these fights online, nor can I find a fucking kickboxing record. I've tried to dig into this guy, and I thought now that he's popular, maybe more information. No information is out. They're still pretending like this guy has been around the world and been the best. I haven't fucking seen it myself, nor have I seen it in the UFC. And Blood Diamond, I don't know why the fuck they're touting him. I really don't. His name is Mike Matetha, okay? You've done nothing to get this fucking nickname where you just get like Korean Zombie. You see what he did to get called by the Korean Zombie and not Chan Sung Jung? You think you're at that fucking level? Oh boy, am I getting carried away.
Yeah, he's not there yet.
Man, I just don't like this guy. He left a bad taste in my mouth a couple times in a row.
Well,
that being said, I am not going to be on Charlie Radke either. This is probably a
this is why for me,
or live spot.
No. So this is a live spot for me. I'm leaning Radke. I think he wins. I think he's the better grappler. He's definitely going to want to get on the ground, and I think he's a lot better on the ground. And from what I was watching, I think he is. Realistically, he's not freaking amazing either, and he's I don't want to say low level. Fine, you're both UFC fighters.
I mean, that's his
on the bottom tier, okay. But I just think he's fairly smooth on the ground, and that is his way to victory. So I'm just going to do it live.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to find a live spot. So
and I think
it might be juiced the hell out. But what I'm thinking possibly happens is for the first half of the first round, you're going to get Blood Diamond just giving him all hell on the feet and this, that, and the other, and then his line's going to drop a little, and it might still be juiced at like a 180. But I'll go ahead and take him. Then the second Radke takes him to the ground, I'll go ahead and jump on him. That's my play or the plan on the play. If I can't get it, I can't get it. Move on past, no worries.
Yeah.
I don't even know about the under or the over. I lean over, but I pretty much want almost nothing to do with this fight.
Yeah, so, I kind of smell a fraud in Blood Diamond. He's being over promoted. And I just don't know if he is, but I also feel like he's in a spot to smash this guy. And I don't know why the UFC keeps trying to push this fucking guy that started MMA late. Like, he's got 4 or 5 fights in MMA. He's 34 years old. When he moved up to a high level and before I said he has 100 fights in kickboxing, those are his words. Like I said, I tried to look into that. I can't find it. The record that I did find is 51 wins and 14 losses. But he's talking about I've had 100 fights. And I'm like,
that doesn't add up to 100 to me, bud.
And then when he did lose once, he moved up to Glory Kickboxing, which is pretty high level kickboxing. And he's got 1 loss in Glory, and then he went back to the fucking. I don't see it. I think he's lying. No. I think he's a fucking tout.
Yeah, no, it's like I said. My whole plan is to look at Radke live. I may not even get a number that I like, but I can tell you I'm not playing minus 300. Maybe if you want to look at Radke's inside the distance, but like I said, for me, my money is probably not going to go anywhere with this guy. I mean, I think he gets If he gets anything, I'll tell you this: I don't see Radke knocking him out. That's for damn sure. If he wins, it's by sub.
Yeah,
so if you want to sprinkle the sub, anybody out there, hey, go ahead. But yeah, my money's probably not getting anywhere near this fight.
Yep.
So next
indeed. Next up, we have a big favorite, Nasrat Haqparast, minus 400 versus Landon Quinones, plus 300. I mean, I just have a pretty easy cap on this fight. It has to be Nasrat.
Yep.
I just need to decide how it's gonna be. It's gonna be a KO or a decision. I just need to pick my poison. That's really all there is to say.
I can see him finishing inside the distance, maybe in under 2.5. Maybe just take it doesn't go the distance to save yourself on the back end with a couple extra minutes. But he'll probably be a parlay piece for me. I just don't. I'm kind of
minus 400. We might have to do a little chalk suit parlay, but only the chalkiest donkeys.
Yeah, I like him, but again, this is a fight to where, like I said over here on my other notes, I've got him inside the distance, under 2.5, maybe by knockout. But that would probably be the only way that I would go with him is maybe ITD or just go flat out knockout. But
yeah,
so
yeah,
yep. So I couldn't find. There it is. So it's he's got they both have the same reach and they're about the same height. 7-1-1 is Quinones, and then 14-5 is Haqparast.
That's it.
Haqparast. There we go. Got it. Nailed it. So, anyways, that's where I'm at with that guy. I don't think there's much else to go with on this one. So, but I do question Quinones's chin a bit. So, possible lean to the KO. This will probably be a parlay piece for me.
Yeah, no, I definitely lean towards the KO for sure.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll get there.
Yeah, I don't know. I still have to decide later in the week.
If they have it real quick, since we're still
here.
Yeah,
I might as well bring up some numbers. I don't have a lot to say. I have some stats on this fight. I mean, Nasrat 78% takedown defense. They have equal reach, both 72 inches. Landon lost to Jason Knight. So, I mean, Jason Knight's not terrible, but it is a step up in competition for Landon Quinones. And if he lost to Jason Knight, I don't see him, being able to move past that level of Jason Knight. Again, Jason Knight, not bad, but if he can't beat Jason Knight, there's no way he beats Nasrat Haqparast. I know you shouldn't do MMA math and all that shit, but this one is that is 3 different tiers of math. That is just not happening.
Right. And here's the deal. The book's telling you right there. By Haqparast by decision is plus 130. That would probably be about.
Sorry, as soon as he did move up in competition, he got finished in 1 minute.
Who? Quinones?
Quinones did by Jason Knight. And like I said, I'm not disrespecting Jason Knight with that comment. He's good, but if this guy was in any type of competition, he can't get finished in 1 minute by Jason Knight. You're never gonna get past, decent competition. You're never going to get up to that level that Nasrat's at. You're not going to do it.
No, I agree with you.
How I feel. And Nasrat's got a very high striking level, 5 strikes landed per minute, and I think he's got a pretty good accuracy, something like 55. I have to bring it up. And then
he's a big volume
defense. Yeah, big volume with 65% defense too. So I mean, he's not hitting you to take one back. He's hitting you and then jumping back and jumping back in to hit you with another combo. Like he's a sniper, man.
Oh yeah. All right, here's your favorite fight of the night, dude.
It might be now that we've said it. I'm feeling Nasrat KO. Like I don't really see.
You're stuck on that, aren't you?
Was he going to beat the shit out of him for 15 minutes? Maybe. Yeah. And we'll get fucked up on our bet. On some dumb shit. But the higher chance is Nasrat KO.
My only question. Yeah, I mean, he's good. I mean, here's the deal. If he's a volume fighter and he is able to get in there and keep piecing him up, because I don't see him having that honestly, I don't see him having that one-shot knockout. He's going to have to volume this guy up, and he's going to have to piece him up, and then later in the fight, he might catch him.
Yeah, it's not going to be the one hit
round
a quarter. You're absolutely right.
So, but all right, let's hit your malarkey guy. I know you love this dude.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything left to say there. So
that was a joke. This fight's rough for me. I'll be honest.
Really,
a little bit.
We're kind of past it. So let's go. Jamie Malarkey. He was minus 188 opening line. This line has been totally fucked every single time I checked on it. All right, before we start this next fight, we're actually going to bring in our first guest ever here on the Fight Lounge. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fight Lounge, Dave.
Hello.
Dave.
Hello, I'm Dave.
Dave. He says,
what's up, guys? This is my third show of the night. I have one more left to go, but I told everyone since my show didn't go tonight that I would go support everybody. So I'm here, and I'm not here to give out picks necessarily. I'm here to ask questions and really focus on one fight. I don't know if you're there yet, but I'll stick around and just listen and get some good knowledge from you guys. So what are you on? How far away from you from the main event?
We're pretty far. That's what I was going to tell you.
Are you? Okay. All right.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7, 8. He's the
okay.
5. We got there's some good ones coming up here after.
I'll stick around till a little ways into halftime, and then I'll come back. That's what we'll do.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you
Sounds
go.
like a plan.
That sounds fine. Yeah, we're kind of going a little long on some of these tonight, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I need the knowledge. I see Boston Nick's in the chat. If he's a fucking UFC guru, so there we go.
Oh shit, we got Gerardo also in the chat.
Yeah, Gerardo.
Yeah.
Gerardo's here every Thursday with us. Yeah, where were we on Malarkey?
Malarkey, bud.
I have a quick little info on Malarkey. I think this is fucking hilarious. His last 2 losses are both by right hook to ground and pound finish. Both of them, the same fucking finish. I don't think it's a cap. I just think it's notable to say. What else do we have? Average fight time of 11 minutes. Jamie has a 6-inch reach advantage and a 9-year age gap also. So, I mean, what else is there to say? You have to be on Jamie Malarkey here.
Why I say it was rough for me is because I just don't know how I want to get there with him. Does he finish inside the distance? Is he a decision man?
He hasn't had a KO in like 5 or 6 years.
That's my point. Like, it's how are you going to get there?
Jamie Malarkey has to shock the world and get a KO. I'm willing to take that chance and go for the decision. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's all. That's the only way I can see path for me getting there with this guy is him by decision. Maybe if you want to do over 2.5, but who knows what that is? Probably juiced to all.
Yeah, it's gonna be juiced to fuck. This whole line has been juiced. Jamie opened at minus 185, moved to 200, 225, 250, 275. People are just smashing Jamie Malarkey.
Yeah,
and I don't think he's a smashable guy for money line. I just don't see it. But decision, I'm gonna sprinkle on that.
What is that? Because it should
plus
be
110.
Nah, I'll take that. Plus 115 for me. That's what I said. I don't see. Like I told you, I don't see any other way that he gets there. So
no, McDessie's old. Like, I just don't bet on old fighters. You have to go the other way here.
It's your law. It's the Dylon law.
Lee Lewis, what's going on?
Me too, man.
We might also be watching the Chiefs game in the background here.
Oh shit, you're a Chiefs. You have to be a Chiefs fan, don't you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh yeah, no, they're my second favorite team. Yeah,
because
the Browns first, and then
you immigrated. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I've been here for 18 years now. So
not to divert anything, but my 2 favorite teams play week 1. So that Niners and Steelers. But anyways, go back to UFC.
Oh, you're a Steelers
no,
fan,
we're thinking about talking about a little quick football chat here. Grit said he's watching the game and he wants to get at it. So if you guys want to talk about it for a minute.
No. Go, keep going. I'm watching the game, but I'm just sitting here listening.
I got it
if
on,
something
dude.
happens in the game, feel free to jump in and let us know what's going on in the game.
Of course.
Because we're definitely doing that tonight too.
Anytime touchdown score, St. Brown, cash it.
You cashed it? Nice.
Let's go.
And he's on my fantasy team as well.
Nice.
Double
We
dipping.
should have given out your football picks real quick at the beginning of the show.
I have the under in the game, which is looking great. I have Montgomery over 55.5 rushing yards. He's at 33. And then I have Pacheco anytime TD at even money.
Nice.
So that's what I got.
Hey, Dave, how many receptions does Tony have yet? Any?
Tony.
Kadarius Tony. Does he have any yet?
Yeah, he has none. Nope, he has one. He has one for 1 yard.
More out of him.
Two more. That's not bad. That's not bad.
I thought with Kelsey out, they'd be integrating him a little bit more, but they're not. So.
Yeah, but then they threw a touchdown to some fucking guy I don't even know. It's
Rice, their rookie.
Yeah.
Rashid Rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been making a big deal at camp, apparently.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
And my guy Gibbs, the rookie for Detroit.
Gibbs.
Yeah. What's he got? How many carries he got? Sorry, dude. Totally
Nasty
interrupted.
Nate in the chat here.
Gibbs is three carries for 18 yards.
What does that nerd know about?
No. So I'm Nasty Nate. We didn't have unmuted Mike tonight. So everyone that had a show tonight that I all of my crew that I run with, I'm going to go to everyone. I'm ending with PSR. But I'm just here to hang out and actually ask questions about the main event, but that's not happening. So that's it.
Grits, do you have anything left to say about the
go ahead. Badesky, let's pass.
Fight?
No, let's pass. Malarkey, take him by decision, I think. Sprinkle that. There you go.
I think that's it. Jamie by decision plus 110. I don't really see a path to victory for John. Lots of underdogs on this card. John is not my favorite underdog. So Jamie by decision.
There's Watson again.
Grits, have you butchered a bunch of names yet? No, he's
dude. Rewind the video. I was even talking about it, dude. I smashed it. Smashed-housed it.
Get Pacheco in there. First and goal for the KC. They've got 37 seconds left. One timeout.
Hell yes.
Oh,
Well, let's move on here. We have
go ahead.
Jack Jenkins minus 225 versus Chepe Mariscal. Machine Gun Mariscal plus 165. I mean, I'm going to be back on my boy again here. I think this fight is even all over the place. They have an average fight time of 15 minutes. They're equal on the striking numbers and takedowns. Like, literally, there's no advantage anywhere, not even by 0.2. They're just super fucking close. What isn't close, the only thing I found was Jenkins has 2 losses by sub, and Chepe actually has 3 subs on his record. So I might be leaning towards that for a little sprinkle, but I like Chepe, money line plus 165, and I think I'm going to sprinkle on him by decision. Bring up a number on that. Grits, what do you got?
This is another live spot for me. Hate to be Debbie Downer to you, bud, but I'm going to look for Jack Jenkins. I think he kind of hangs around.
Let's go.
Okay. So we'll see. If it starts swinging towards Mariscal pretty heavy, then yeah, maybe I go ahead and I jump on that. But I'm looking towards Jenkins. I just think maybe he just kind of hangs around. Got good leg kicks. I think he's got a pretty decent takedown.
You know you love your leg kicks.
I love my leg kicks, man. It's my favorite part. You know what I mean? The only problem I have is Chepe's got seriously good cardio. You know, pretty decent on the ground. Okay power, but I just think he maybe takes too many hits, and I think that's just where Jenkins gets him. What else did I have? I think he's an above average striker, decent to maybe a little bit above power. I think he moves well on his feet. Let's see, what else did I have? And I think he can just take a hit more than Jose. So there you go. That's kind of where I'm at with him. So that's why I said this might be another live
more than
spot.
Jose. Who's Jose?
Jose Bouquet.
Chepe. Nasty Nate shows up.
No, I know. He'll be here. Don't worry.
See, totally fucking
fucked it up.
He's in your head now.
Yeah, oh yeah, always. He does it every show. This is a thing now.
Well, don't feel bad because he does it to everyone in every show.
I know,
so.
that's why.
But Nasty Nate's a really good guy. I met him. He's a really, really good guy.
No, it's hilarious. We love him in our show. He comes in every week. Last week he showed up. Hey, sorry I'm late. Did Grits fuck up any names yet?
Just bomb it right away. So it's okay. He even types it out there for me sometimes, Dave, so I can get the real good pronunciation. You know, we work together.
And you get it because he's screaming at you.
I know. How can you miss it?
This one's pretty easy. We'll get you maybe next week on Noche UFC.
Oh no, I do not. I told you, dude, my secret weapon. I'm good now, and I can't give the secret out for everybody, but I'm telling you. I got a secret weapon for Nate now. I'm figuring this thing out.
You go to Google and you put it.
Google Translate.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Okay. Dylan, what do we got? Carlos Ulberg and
Carlos Ulberg, fucking ladies' night.
This fucking guy. Ladies' night.
They call him ladies' night because the girls love to watch him fight because he's got a fucking chiseled six-pack.
He's the fucking Don. That's what he is. Okay.
There's actually a gimmick parlay I heard on a podcast. It was the ladies' night parlay with ladies' night Carlos Ulberg and the pleasure man Anton Turcali parlay.
Turcali, yeah.
I love that. The ladies' pleasure parlay. I was like, God damn it, that's a good gimmick parlay.
Mm-hmm. That'll sell all day.
And like I said, we'll get to that one. Sorry, we talked about that.
We'll go ahead. We'll dive into this.
Oh, no, we haven't. Yeah, but Turcali, if you're on him, you could do that parlay with ladies' night, Carlos Ulberg.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm on Ulberg in this one. I think he's a lot more patient, uses his length well. And I just think he's just a little bit better. I think he's a much better stalker.
I think he's a lot better.
So, yeah, the only thing that I give to Jung after watching some of his fights was he does pressure. He will try and get up in there, but I just think if he does it against Ulberg, he's going to pay the price. So
yeah, I've seen lots of these Korean fighters in the UFC. They're fucking no slouches. They go after it. They're fucking, I'm dying or you're dying.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Like I said, I think Ulberg uses his strength better, and he's more of a stalker type to me, to where he just kind of paces in front of the guy and keeps the guy against the fence, and he just stays right there and does this.
Ulberg also has 100% takedown defense. Like I said, he's from CKB. He knows how to use his long legs. He gets up against the fence and just basically pushes his legs apart, and you can't put them back together because his legs are too fucking long.
Yeah, you can't.
That's what they do at CKB. They find all these kickboxers that are long and rangy. That's just their thing.
Yep.
And Eugene Behrman, the coach, he's really good at teaching them how to fucking do that too. That's just what they do over there. They learn from each other. I mean, I want to take Carlos KO. That was my original thought. But Dao Jung, he's only been knocked out one time before. So, I mean, what do you really do with that? I think I might go Carlos decision because ITD is not really a look for me because he's not going to get a sub. Just go for the KO. I don't know. And like I said, he's just going to be rangy, stay away from him, maybe get back to the center. He's not going to go for the KO. And if he does, this guy's got a chin. So I think I like Carlos by decision.
I can see that, but I just think, all right, fine. Jung's never been in there. Well, he's only been knocked out once. That's fine. Okay.
One time.
I'll go ahead and I'll take that. I just think we're dealing with the situation of who were we just talking about before? The volume fighter. Shit. Hackparat, right? I feel like they both do kind of the same thing. Keep you there, just pound on you, grind on you. And I just think we're going to wind up with a possible scenario to where later in the fight, you do get a knockdown. And when you do get that knockdown, he is going to get the ground and pound. That's kind of how I see it. Is just a volume-esque fighter. So
absolutely,
I do kind of like the ITD. It's a little juicy for my liking, but
like I said, I don't see a Carlos submission, so it has to be KO for me.
Yeah, I get it, but I mean, you just never know. I don't either. I mean, KO, like I said, is definitely the probably way he gets it. Like I said, ground and pound. So let's see what that is.
Yeah, no,
I don't have it yet. I don't have it yet. That's why I can't do it. So
the KO is incredible. We have a 73% KO rate for Dao Jung, 75% KO rate for Carlos Ulberg. Carlos also on a 4-fight winning streak. This is striker versus striker. Together, they have 17 combined KOs, these guys. Somebody's getting knocked the fuck out.
I have circled down here, where I go over it with you, is the under 2.5. But like you
I
said,
said, the
I know
KO.
Chuck's only been knocked out once, but hey, guess what, dude? This might be your second time, bud. Get ready.
Yeah, and that was pretty recent too. It's not like that was a long time ago. Also, if you're like trying to get down from the KO prop at minus money, I'm gonna do Carlos round 2, round 3.
There you go. Sprinkle that.
I gotta do it. Do you want to start off with the next fight? Tyson Pedro, Anton Turkalj, and I will
give
be
me a
right
second.
back.
You go right ahead. I got the answer this.
I gotta
real
run
quick.
to the washroom. I'll be right back.
No, you're killing me.
Dave,
No, I got
take it away.
We can do
Tyson
this.
Pedro, Anton Turkalj.
I don't. Pedro, vote for Pedro from Point Dynamite. No, I don't know. Yeah,
Grit had a
well,
phone call. I didn't realize.
it's all good.
Go ahead, dude.
That
That was my mom. Go ahead. I just needed to tell her I'll call her right back. You're good. So which one are we on?
Tyson Pedro, minus 125. Pleasure Man, now minus 125. Flipping the lines.
Oh, yeah. I know. So I'm going to be on the Pleasure Man. I like Turkalj in this one. Inside the distance is probably where I'm going to be looking. I think he's just got the better sub. I think he's better on the ground, better takedown. And I think at the end of the day, the patience and the distance that Pedro tries to keep is just going to catch up with him. Does have decent legs, fairly solid chin. What else? I just feel like at the end of the day, Turkalj is going to wind up getting him down, and he's going to probably wind up either subbing him or maybe a ground and pound situation. That's where I'm at on that. Maybe, possibly, you're looking at a over 1.5 because I do think it's going to take a little time to get there. I do not see anything happening really in the first round. I see a very feel-out-esque type of fight. And then we get into the second round. Maybe halfway through the second round or so, then we're going to start seeing some action. But I think Pedro is going to want to keep away as much as he can. I don't see Turkalj allowing him to do that.
Hey, I don't want to. I'm going to interrupt. I don't want to, but I'm going to be impolite. I'm going to move. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move over and talk some second half on pub, and then text me because I want to come back. I have answers, so I can drop off pub real quick and about the Adesanya.
Just the co-main event, Adesanya and Tuivasa.
Yep.
All right, we got 3 more fights to talk about, so we'll be about probably 20
minutes or
so. Yeah, cool. I'll be back, guys.
All right, sounds good.
Text me on the phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
See ya.
There we go. Money.
Ladies and gentlemen, first special guest, picks from Dave. I mean, what more can you ask for here? Let's fucking go.
I'll tell you what they can ask for. They're going to ask for round 2 tonight, and they're going to get it. That's what they're asking for, and that's what we're going to give them.
That's what we're going to give to the people, because, you know, Rich is a man of the people. He wants his MTV.
I do want my MTV, bud. All right, man. So
where were you at with Tyson Pedro and Turkalj?
Yeah. So, you know, I'm on
Cali. Over 1.5 you liked. I know you're on Turkalj money line.
I might sprinkle him in ITD. So I've got a little something cooking for the people. A little something to sprinkle later. So this is
I might have something cooking too. If you have Jack Jenkins and I like Chepe and you like Anton and I like Tyson, we can pick one of those fights. We might need to do a beer
chug off?
A beer chug bet. Whoever loses, that's to chug a beer live next show. What say you, Grits?
I say, which one are we doing here?
Might as well do the pick'em Tyson Pedro, I think. I'm on Pedro already. Yeah. I might as well put some more behind him.
Let's roll.
I jumped in on Pedro early at minus 125, and I thought I was beating some line movement. And now everybody jumped on the pleasure, man. I mean, he's a fan favorite. How do you not love this guy? I love him too, but
right.
I mean, he's on a 2-fight losing streak, and I mean, sure, his competition was good, but I think Tyson Pedro's, right up there. Maybe not cardio-wise with Vitor Petrino, but I think he's got enough to hang in there and make it a fucking dirty, nasty fight.
Well, see, and that's my only one hesitation with Tricali is I do have questions. I have wrote down here questions about his cardio. So, but this was
I don't know. I don't question his cardio, but I question maybe his heart once it goes further. I don't think Vitor Petrino has the power that Tyson Pedro has. Does he really want to keep fighting after Pedro clips him with a couple? If Pedro clips him with a couple?
We're going to see. Like I said, this was one I wanted to go back and take another look at, but sitting here, I'm just kind of like, yeah, you know, I got question marks around it. I want to look at it too, but no, I just think Turcali gets it done for me. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, I see that too. When I placed the bet, I was looking at it and I'm like, well, what do people see? Yeah, Tyson Pedro could gas. And I mean, Anton, he might have the advantage in the grappling department, but not so fast because Tyson
this is another
Pedro,
one.
He's been looked at as a knockout guy, but he actually has more submissions on his record than he does KOs.
See, this is my first leg. This is the first leg of my over-under parlay. Under 2.5. I totally see the 1.5 all day, really. What is that one worth? But, I mean, I like the under 2. Yeah, see? Minus 145 on my book, but I like the under 2.5 a little more. I think there's a finish in this.
What's the price on that?
It's minus 200. That's why I like.
Honestly, not bad. Not bad. I mean, minus 200 is say what you will, but this fight has an 80% chance of finishing. 80% combined finish rate between these two opponents. I had the same bets in the last Anton Turcali and Vitor Petrino because Petrino's a fucking finisher too, and Anton hung out with him, like I said. But Pedro's got a little bit more power, maybe less in the grappling department. But I think he's got enough defensive grappling, maybe not offensive grappling. But like I said, he does have 5 sub wins, more than people think. Anton's grappling really is average at best. He scrambles a little bit too much. I could see Tyson defending that and getting the KO.
Yeah, well, we're going to find out. So I guess we're doing a beer chug on this one, I guess, huh?
We are going to fuck around and find out.
Right,
I mean, usually lots of the times we're pretty aligned. And, you know, if we go head to head, we might have to put a little bit can't bet money against each other, but let's make it fun for the people. Let's get this shit popping off.
All right, fine. So be it. Guess that's where we're at. All right, let's roll.
Beer chug bets are becoming the new norm. I mean, next time if I feel more confident, I might make you drink it out of a dirty boot.
Oh no!
But I don't want to put that on the line for myself either, because yeah, that's gross. But maybe we'll do it for the people someday. We'll have to wait and see. Next.
Oh.
Are you good? Next fight or what?
Oh, yeah, no. You can do it. I can do it. It don't matter.
Yeah, I don't have anything left to say. Do you want to take it away with Justin Taffa and Austin Lane?
Yeah, no. Both of them are pretty big boys. Lane's a little bigger.
Big boys.
Lane's 3 inches taller. He's got 6 inches on the reach. Oh, sorry, 6 inches taller, 6 inches on the reach. But at the end of the day, I just don't give a damn. That's where we're going to start.
Yeah, these are heavyweights, like 6-inch reach advantage is all fine and well.
It's huge,
but these guys are going to stand right in front of each other and fucking bang, you know? Like it's not going to be Austin Lane trying to use his fucking reach at heavyweight. It's going to be a fucking inside, and the reach doesn't matter.
Yeah. No.
Maybe he'll get there faster for sure, but
my thing is fine. Lane might be able to keep a little bit of distance away and keep pounding on him and get him with some hits and this and that. He's got decent power. Okay, let's not take anything wrong with it or away from him. You know what I mean? But I just don't see him having enough to be able to piece him apart long enough before something happens and Taffa just catches him and just puts him down, and that's fucking it's over.
Yeah, I think that too.
Yeah, I don't really see too much taken down. If it is, I think maybe Lane's kind of the guy that's going to try and get there that way.
Ain't going there.
I don't think it is.
If it is, it would be Austin Lane going for it. After he gets knocked around a few times, he might just instinctually.
Well, I think you're going to get a cage. Yeah, I think we're going to get a cage situation to where Lane.
He'll either try to
up
do that. If he can't get the takedown, he's going to push him up against because, he's rocked by the knockout. He's got to do something to slow it down a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
and the way I look at it is when he gets him up against the cage, that's when he's going to try and get him down to the ground and this and that. But then eventually that's not going to last very long. And Tafa's going to get out of it. And I just see, for me, the upsides on Tafa just in the fact that he's the guy that I believe is just 1 second away from just putting him down. I don't see the same.
And his striking is, I think, fucking better, like cleaner. He might not be the fastest striker, but he's got more technique, so he gets there faster. You know what I mean?
I think Lane's still the faster striker in general. Not Lane, sorry, Tafa.
Yeah. Do you know where Lane came from? No, you didn't hear his background. That's interesting.
No, explain it
for
us.
He was a former NFL fighter, NFL player.
Oh, really? Why do I not know that name?
Austin Lane. I don't know that he did too well. There's lots of guys that they don't do very well in the UFC. He was a defensive end. Drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars in the 5th round of the draft, 2010.
Okay.
Yeah. He's 35 years old now. I don't think he did very well. And lots of these guys that were in the NFL and try to come to the UFC, Greg Hardy was one of them. Have you heard of Greg Hardy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to go to the UFC and he got subsequently knocked out 4 times in a row.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you're too slow, too big, too muscle.
And too much muscle. I think like Justin Tafa looks like a big boy, but he's been training MMA. Okay, he knows how to survive. Austin, I think he might not know how to play the MMA game. He's going to swing and fight and get tired after round 1. Where everybody thinks that's going to be Tafa, but I think it's going to be Austin after round 1, especially with Austin flying to Australia.
I think he's got decent strikes. Like I said, Lane's a little more patient. He's going to use his length, but I think at the end of the day, it's just not going to matter. Tafa's going to get in there. There's going to be some kind of half-ass brawl go down, and he's just going to catch him one of these times. That's just how I see it. So I like Tafa knockout under 2.5. Maybe if you want, I might even take him live. Maybe wait for the first half of the middle, or so of the first round, and maybe we get a better number on Tafa just because there's a lot of just kind of shit going on. Not a lot really happening at the beginning half of the first round, but then it heats up. Might even take a look at maybe even under 1.5 in this one. Let's see. That's going to be minus 225. So that's how I see it happening. Towards the end of the first round, we're going to get a big old brawl, and that's when something's going to go down.
Yeah, and Austin Lane, he hasn't beat anybody worth noting. I mean, he even had a loss to Vernon Lewis, Frank Tate. He actually lost to Greg Hardy also. They put the NFL players up against each other. Go figure.
Oh, yeah. No, Tafa by KO. What's that prop?
Yeah, Austin Lane, like I said, I'm not talking about this guy. It's just they're kind of blowing him up. He's got 8 KOs in the first round, 11 KOs, and it's like, yeah, but who did you fight? Like Contender Series, Combat Night, Warfare MMA. I mean, the one fight you had, LFA 83, you lost to fucking Vernon Lewis. Like any MMA fighter takes you out.
So, anyways, Tafa's KO is minus 165.
Yeah, that's hella juiced. But I'm doing Tafa KO round 1. Tafa round 1.
2.
And if you, I can't put the KO and the round 1 together, but if you can, I recommend a sprinkle on it. I'm not talking about a smash spot, but at plus money, I'm probably going to put 20, 25 on it.
Oh, that's getting sprinkled for me.
And then after that, like Austin Lane's plus money, you could do that. But if it really starts to go the wrong way, I think Justin Tafa kicks the shit out of him. And if you don't want to wait, you can do Tafa round 1 and then Austin Lane round 2 or 3. And that's big plus money because he's already an underdog. So that's a beautiful hedge at plus 800, plus 1,000 on round 2, 3 for Austin Lane.
I don't think I want anything to do with Austin Lane in any way, shape, or form.
I don't think so. I think his record's a little bit too shiny
don't.
to be coming into the UFC against a great, like one of the best strikers we've ever seen. You know, he knows how to find that spot, set traps, and he knows how to get there quick too. He knows exactly what he needs to do to find that fucking KO. They'll fake him out, feint him, do whatever tricks he has up his sleeve. I feel like it's gonna work, and he's gonna KO that fucking guy.
I agree. That's why for me it's Tafa KO. That's going to be in a parlay for me. I like the under 1.5, maybe under 1 and 2.5, but I think the under 1.5 was like minus 225. It was pretty ridiculous. Yeah. So
I'd put the under 2.5 rounds in a parlay for sure. That's fucking
minus
great.
225. I don't mind that at all. So
yeah, I mean, see what else I have on my notes. I don't know what else there is to say, really.
I don't think there's much else to say at this point, really. We're both kind of on
Half
him.
is 6 years younger. I didn't mention that. Between them both, 18 out of their 22 fights and inside the distance, that hits at an 82% clip. So, I mean, fights going under, that's a safe bet. 82%. According to the statistics that I have, when it has a combined finish rate of 80%, that bet cashes about 70% of the time, I believe. So, yeah, the younger fighter, you have to take the younger fighter for the KO here.
Yeah, no, and that's just
following the model. You really have to do it.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. There is a scenario to where this thing gets into the end of the second round, maybe third round, but I just don't see it at all.
No, second and third round will be a sloppy, shitty fight. We want that round one.
I just think you're getting into the end of round one, and then at worst, maybe you might reach the late first round, top of the second round. But I still think just you get a minute and a half of them kind of just feeling each other out, and then something happens, and then let's go, fireworks time. You know.
Yeah. I think so too. I think these are two big boys that'll just fucking stand in front of each other and get after it.
I think so too. I think this is going to be a good one to watch. As long as, I mean, let's be real. If it goes this way, I totally am 100% all over watching him just fuck this dude up in the first round. So I like Tafa. So I like both, to be honest with you.
I like Austin Lane at a price, but I do favor Tafa.
Yeah. I mean, this is another spot that I circled to where maybe if you get an opportunity, if something kind of does go haywire and you're just not liking, it's a hedge spot for you. Maybe take Lane live, but I still don't see it. I'm full out Tafa, but for the people, maybe watch it. You're not feeling good about it, but I just don't see it. I'll probably be looking at the under 1.5, under 2.5 to put in a parlay. Maybe but yeah, I'm with you. I will be sprinkling KO round 1 and round 2 for Tafa. I think round 1
kind of have to hedge on the round 2 because it is even more money. Not a bad hedge whatsoever.
No, sprinkle it too.
Yeah, like I said, I never pick one round. If you like him early, take round 1, 2. If you like him late, take 2, 3. But don't try to pick just one. That's
one of the first things that you discussed with me whenever we started really digging into this again. Is just it's not necessarily a cardinal rule, but it kind of should be in a way because it's.
I've been burned so many times on it, where it's like the guy's getting his fucking ass whooped, but the ref dragged it out, or there was a nut kick, or he just pushed him up against the fence or got a takedown. But either way, that guy gets finished in round 3 most of the time. So you got to take both.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right.
Are you
Moving
good there?
on. Hell yeah. More than good.
Onward and upward, sir.
We have next fight, Manel Kopp. It's minus 400. Versus Felipe dos Santos. I think he's plus 250.
I have plus 325 on Felipe and minus.
Yeah. What was the price on Kopp?
Minus 425.
Oh yeah, it's already getting smacked around. It
Yeah, look,
came out late.
I just wrote it down yesterday.
Yeah.
Go over some stuff, and I wanted to see where it went, and it went from minus. Let's see, where is it? Hold on, I got it on here. Oh, when did I write it? Well, I wrote it down, and it was minus. It opened up, I think, at like minus 320, and then it went to minus 400 yesterday. Now today, it's at 425.
Yeah, I found this line here early. We'll represent here for Manel Cop. Let's fucking go. Inside the distance.
Yeah,
minus
baby.
175. I know it's hella juiced, but he's going to fuck this guy up. I don't know what else there is to say. He's had a couple canceled fights. He's been waiting to fight. This is a low-level opponent, short notice replacements. I mean, this line, and people were talking about it could be a minus 1,000 when it comes out, and they wouldn't be upset at it. I'm a little surprised at the minus 400. I would have thought minus 5, 6, but honestly, he just smashes this guy. He's fought such higher-level competition. Felipe, sure, he's 7-0. He's undefeated. He's got this nice, shiny record, but he's only 22 years old. Now, usually the age gap we like, 7 years older, is Manel, but Manel's only 29. He's just peaking into his prime, so it's a bit of a reverse age gap there. This guy's not old enough to be able to compete with the guys at 29 to 31 in their prime. Just can't do it. He might not be ready for this one. It's got to be Manel ITD, Manel round 1. I mean, he's on a 3-fight win streak. He has 11 KOs, 5 subs, decisions with Pantoja, Nicolau, wins over Ode Osborne, Zalgas Zumagulov, and David Dvorak. And you're going to tell me Felipe dos Santos is going to come in here and beat him? I just don't see it.
The only thing that I have is Felipe dos Santos is just taller, longer reach, and realistically, he's going to have to kick. He's got decent kicks, decent power in his kicks, keeps his length, keeps his distance from him. And okay, but you're not doing that for very long. I think Cape's going to get in there. He's a pressure man. He moves fast. And that's the only way that Felipe hangs around. I just don't see him. I don't see the experience level being enough for him to do it. I do think he is a really good young fighter. I do like him. I do. But he's 22. He fought, you're 7-0. Great. But yeah, short notice. So I'm looking at Cape ITD. I like under 2.5 in this fight. I have both of these actually in a couple of parlays. So I think Cape has faster hands, better cardio. Felipe's just entirely too patient. I don't think he's going to be able to handle the pressure. So I'm with you on Cape ITD. I think he can knock him out or he can sub him, honestly.
Manel Starboy Cop.
Starboy.
He's a motherfucking Starboy.
My only issue I have with Cape, just for him per se, is I really want to see how he does after this layoff because he's had, 3 fights?
He had a lot of canceled fights, though. He's been ready to go. He's going to come out like a fucking bull.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. It's not because of injury.
Who the fuck I am.
Oh, no, it's not because of injury or anything. I just want to see, are you going to come out and you're just going to be that pit bull and you're pissed off?
Oh, yeah.
Fight, right? Mm-hmm. Or are you going to come out and be rusty?
And he also wants a fucking title shot, too. I mean, I think
he comes out and whoops
he has
this guy
one loss over Alexander Pantoja. Not one loss in all, but a loss to Alexander Pantoja, the current champion. So if he wins this fucking fight, you bet your ass the UFC is going to promote the storyline. Manel Cop, Alexander Pantoja, 2 new title contenders at flyweight, competing in a rematch. The UFC wants that fucking story. So no doubt they're putting this guy in a spot to get his fucking ass whooped and get what the UFC wants, because doesn't the UFC always get what they want?
Oh, yeah. So here you go. So just for my book purposes, just the reason why, if anybody's thinking KO, ITD on my book and KO are the same odds. Right?
ITD and KO, really?
ITD. All right, sorry. So I have minus 145 and minus 175. So they're almost the same. So it's
I'd really take the ITD. I could see a sub here too. Like Manel's
That's
good
what I'm saying.
all
I would
around.
rather go with the ITD just because I see there is a possible scenario to where he just hits this dude and just jumps on him and maybe doesn't necessarily get the club and sub.
That's what I see.
But yeah, anyways, yeah, I'm on Cape ITD. That is,
I might be on Manel Cop round 1. Manel Cop has 7 KOs in the first round.
Yeah, that's
7
that's going to get a little
round.
Yeah, we're going to get some. I'm going to write that down there. We're going to get a little sprinkle on that.
Billy Briz in the chat.
Billy, what up?
Fire. Let's go, Billy. Nice to have you with us here on Thursday for the Fight Lounge.
Yeah, appreciate you stopping in, man.
Yeah, so like we just mentioned there, Manel in the first round, but this is the bet that kind of like to put on a parlay. ITD minus 175. I see that line just getting the fuck away from us pretty quick. It's already minus 175. I think everybody knows what Manel Cop's gonna fucking do here.
Yeah, no, that's why we're going to get it in tonight. I'm doing it once I get off the show. I've got 3 different parlays for the peoples this evening. You guys choose what you want to do or mix and match all on however you feel the need to do so. But the people's parlay. Let's go.
2 out of 3 legs last week. You know, the one that lost was Morgan Charrier getting that first round KO. So
yeah, I saw that one going a little farther. I saw it going a little farther, but I like Charrier anyways. So, I mean, yeah, you're upset at one thing, but in the other side, you're like, hell yeah, let's go. You know? So that's the risk that you take with, you know, putting stuff in parlays and betting the other sides, you know, but yeah. So
for sure.
Yeah.
Super worth it in the end, though. I would do it again.
Yeah.
I would do it again.
I only bet on that.
Look at Dave's face.
What?
I look like Popeye with a beard.
No. So, all right, let's move on to the next one, Dave. We got one fight, and then we're on the main card.
Cool.
Do you want to? I'll give you the bet we just said. Manel Cop, he has 7 KOs in the first round. He's in a setup spot to get a title shot against Alexander Pantoja because they fought each other before. UFC wants a rematch. I mean, you got to take this guy inside the distance and to win in round 1 because
his last name is Cock.
Cop, K-A-P-E.
Oh no, I would bet him blindly if his last name was Cock, but
Manel Cop, Starboy,
blindly
2-unit banger.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Manel Cop round 1. It's plus 300, and that's fantastic. I'm gonna hit that. Gonna hit that hard.
Atta boy.
Next fight up, we got our fucking boy, Bam Bam. Let's go.
Is that him doing a shoey?
That's him doing a shoey and throwing the beer.
Yes,
wow. It is. I like him no matter what. What? Talk to me. I already like this guy.
You want to see that again? You've never.
Yeah, talk to me.
Okay. Well, first, before we talk about fights, let me tell you that he is a knockout artist, and when he knocks guys out, he jumps up on the fence and does a fucking shoey. That's his thing.
Heavyweight.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Tai Tuivasa is my guy. I mean, I've been watching him since the beginning.
I like this guy a lot.
You love him as a fanboy, right? He does his shoeys, he knocks people out, but he's actually been moving up to a pretty high level of competition also, so you can cheer for him that way too. I mean, he fought Cyril Gahn with, went in there, said, fuck it, I'll fight. He's an Australian fucking scrapper.
He
banged, bro.
Banged with him, man.
What happened? How did that fight end with Gahn?
Gahn knocked him out.
Went 3 rounds.
Of course he did.
He knocked out in the, but he almost had Gahn. He had Gahn rocked a couple fucking times. He set traps and he fucking almost caught him a few times. And Gahn recognized very quickly, okay, I need to watch out for this guy's power because he's no joke. It went 3 rounds. He got his ass kicked for sure. He got pieced up in the end, but he almost fucking had him. He almost had him in the first half, Dave.
Yeah, I like him a lot. So, anyways, that's where we're leaning.
And Volkov, which brings me to a good point. Cyril Gahn has a 6-inch reach advantage over Tai Tuivasa. Alexander Volkov is 6'7", way taller than Cyril Gahn. So everybody's saying, oh, he's gonna do this, do that, but he only has a 5-inch reach advantage, way less than Cyril Gahn. and he was able to deal with a 6-inch reach advantage. Volkov, not as good as a striker, not as in the Muay Thai, he's not as rangy, not as fast. He doesn't mix it up as much.
Oh, dude, he's way slower in general.
I think Tuivasa is going to find a way to get inside. In fact, I know he will. He's going to find that chin, and he's going to test Volkov's chin. And I'm willing to find out. I'm willing to find out at plus 275 for the knockout and plus 200 on the money line. Tai Tuivasa, KO, plus 290, baby.
Oh,
Grits,
shit.
what do you got on this fight?
Oh, my bad. Wow, Mahomes just threw a pick 6. Whoa.
Oh,
Pick 6?
Let's do a quick football update. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah, he just threw a pick 6. I can't see who did it. I just glanced over.
Oh,
Wow, he
no.
took it all the way to the house too. Branch, a rookie.
Oh, no. It's bad
It
for
popped
them.
off. It popped off of Scantling, I think. No, it popped off of somebody. Oh, Tony. It popped off of Kadarius Toney. Couldn't catch the ball. Way to go, feet. Nice hands.
I like that. I don't know if I've ever heard that before.
Way to
No?
go, feet.
I like it.
Oh, yeah.
14,
Nice
14.
job.
Shit, I haven't even been watching this game. That's a tight game we got.
I don't like that for the over because then that makes Mahomes pissed off. But anyways, let's get back to this fucking Mumu.
I like Tuivasa. I know he's shorter. I know he is going to be limited by his length, but I just think he's faster. Volk is just plodding, slow, can take some hits. Don't get me wrong. He's a decent striker, but power-wise for me, I just think he's more of a volume striker at this point than Tui is.
Yeah.
I do think that Volk does have some okay cardio, very patient. I just think Tuivasa is just going to come at him, cut him at him fast, and he's just not going to stop till he gets his dude out. He's going to take some hits. Let's be real. He's going to take some hits. Tuivasa takes hits, but I just don't.
Thai fighting at home is to be reckoned with. Okay, he's fighting.
I agree.
All his high school friends, his fucking family.
Oh,
you know.
And here's the deal. Volk, what is he? He's 34. Tuivasa's 30. But guess what? Volk has
way more fights.
What is it? Hold on. 20. He's got 26 more fights.
Yeah.
Where's the fight at? Where's the fight at? You're talking about home field advantage. Where's the fight
at?
This
is Australia.
Oh, he's so Tuivasa
is from Australia.
Oh, is he like Samoan or something, or is he?
Yeah,
he's something like that. Islander, yeah,
Pacific Islander. But he's not like obviously he's not a native Australian.
No. He's
not sure.
No,
he's.
You
know what I mean? Like the native. Anyway,
he reps it pretty hard with the tribal tattoos and.
Oh yeah, he's probably Samoan or Tongan or something.
Samoan. Yeah, he is. But yeah, I like him by knockout. That's another spot that's going in my parlay. I don't even know, man. We'll see how the night goes, but this might be one of my smash spots. I may just smash the hell out of him, just straight up money line and call it a day.
Yeah.
Because my books give me 195 money line and plus 250 KO. So I'm just going to go safe route. But I mean, his only way to win is KO. I'd like to say ITD honestly, or something. Or
the money line is the same thing as Tuivasa KO. They're the same thing.
Yeah. So it's just, it's a little different for me, but not by much. So,
no, I mean, like fight wise, Tuivasa is going to submit him. No, Tuivasa is going to fight patience and get a decision in front of his hometown crowd. No, Tuivasa by KO is the same thing as Tuivasa money line.
Pretty much.
Yeah, sure. You want to say don't take the extra 50 points, and I can't recommend that either. But what I am going to recommend is taking him on the money line at plus 200 and taking the KO on the side, because you don't want to not be holding a Tai Tuivasa by KO ticket when he jumps up on that fucking fence and shotguns a beer out of a shoe that somebody from the fucking crowd threw him. You don't want to be holding that ticket and not celebrating with your boy.
See, I'm taking a money line straight up for a full unit, and then his KO is going in my parlay that I have. I've got a 3-leg KO parlay that he's going in. So, and you can mix, and I've got 3 different 3-leg parlays for everybody when we're done, and you can mix and match these however which way you want. But I think they're all pretty solid. And that's Dylan. I've been doing in the show. Can see I've been doing really, really well on my overs and my totals, and so we're gonna keep it rolling. But anyways, yeah. Tuivasa, that's the guy.
All right, let's go on to the next fight here, shall we?
Dave, this is your fight. Had you going, didn't we?
No. Okay, so he showed me that. I forgot about it, and I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck? and then, I mean, I forgot about it, but yeah, I mean, I'm here for I'm here to be with you guys. But my question is, I mean, just for you, Grit, how is Sean's chin? Does he have a strong chin?
Above average.
Okay, so he's not really. Because the way that I see this is, I see Adesanya as this is very, very Dave, and then I'll let you guys dive into it. Dave novice capping. When I watch Adesanya fight, he's a real fighter. He's quick. He's powerful. He's scary. Strickland is like
watching paint dry,
like Zangief in Street Fighter.
Hey, that's a pretty good
big guy. He just comes at you, and his style is like an old type of English. His stance is like an old weird thing. But the thing is if he has a strong chin, But if he has a strong chin, and I think Sean's maybe a little bigger. He looks a little bigger, or can look a little bigger, maybe.
Yeah, he has fought at light heavyweight. He's a little bit.
So I want to. This is the debate.
So taking. He's not bigger.
Yeah. He's not bigger. No, he looks bigger to me. I don't know why.
That's fine. It's because here's the deal. Okay, so this is why he looks bigger. Okay.
Yeah.
He's 6'1". Adesanya is 6'4", but they have to weigh the same.
Oh, I see. Okay, so he's okay. So that's scary.
It's huge. So here you go. Adesanya has an 80-inch reach. Strickland has a 76.
So
Adesanya
thicker.
is going to smack this fucker up.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's my thing. But do you take him? I struggle with.
That's it.
ITD or decision is what I'm asking. I know people that are on decision.
Nope.
Okay.
I think it's a knockout or ITD.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay.
I think.
I don't know. Were you watching the video? It said ITD at the end of it.
No. I know your bet is, but I'm saying I've had other guys that I respect in UFC too that know a lot. Just that are in the same realm you guys are.
Is because I listen to lots of interviews with Izzy. And he says, he's been sandbagging his jiu-jitsu. He said that a few years ago. He was a blue belt, and he's been sandbagging it, not putting on the gi. But he stopped doing that. He's now a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. He stopped doing that. He's been working on his fucking jiu-jitsu. So he's the third ranked from the bottom. There's brown belt, purple belt, and then black belt, I believe. And he's brown belt now.
There's a red belt. Red belt is in between. I think it's in between brown and karate's different. Brown goes to black, and then I think red belt is there. I don't know, or maybe red belt's above it.
I'd have to look into that. But anyways, he hasn't been sandbagging his jiu-jitsu. He's been training, been working on it, and he said himself he wants to fucking grapple with this guy. Just prove something, because everybody's been talking a lot of shit about Izzy.
Oh no, red is above. Red's like the primo.
Yes.
Primo.
So here you go. So in the whole deal, and they had their little face off, and this, that, and the other, and they were on the stage, this, that, and the other. Izzy flat out stood up and said, "I'm going to knock you out, and what I do, I'm going to do a TikTok dance over your grave."
He said
that. So here's the deal. I knew. Here's the deal. The only way I see this going to decision, Dave, truth be told, is if Strickland can just manage to do what he always does, keeps his distance, keeps his pace, doesn't get into a scruffle, doesn't get into a scrum, and he just stays back and maybe a little pressure here and there. The problem I see is Sean Strickland's going to be all fucking amped up and going to want to go out there, Billy fucking badass.
Yeah, he's not going to follow the game plan.
Put up in a situation he doesn't want to. Like if you look at Izzy's fights, here's the deal. Fast, quick, strength, legs, he's got it all. He does get himself into problems where he can get hit.
Anytime somebody tried to rush him, he fucked them up.
Exactly. The second they go in on him, Dave, and they start hitting him, that's it. It's over. He's
so
fast.
Exactly.
He can just catch you in that opening.
It's
the same shit with O'Malley. The way O'Malley just kind of took that arm and went bam, and then as soon as he came in, it was over. It's the same thing with Izzy. He may take the hit, but he's going to catch it. Like there was 3 or 4 fights where I watched him get backed up almost all the way to the fence, or if not into the fence.
He was
and
waiting for that moment. That was his plan.
It's just
he was
over.
drawing them in. It looks like it's bad for him, but he was drawing them in the whole time and waiting for it. He was playing his fucking game.
My thing about this whole thing is, and it has to do with numbers. And I hear so many UFC guys that say, this happened. Dylan and I, we talked about this last night or the night before, whatever. People say, well, it doesn't matter what the juice is, if it wins, whatever, and that's fine. I hate taking a prop, which ITD is a prop. I hate taking props for negative money, but you can get the decision for a little bit. I think it's plus 140 versus minus 140, something like that, right? I'm just looking for more value, but I think this might be a fight where you just have to say this guy is better and going to win,
and he's going to get the inside the distance, and you have to take that prop because he's just going to smack him.
Yeah,
I know. I feel the same way, Dave.
On those,
I want even money. Give me minus 110 or minus 120.
The last two main events in a row. Check this out. Max Holloway by KO was minus 135. Cyril Gane by KO was minus 110. They're just not going to give you plus money because that's what's going to happen. And they know.
Yeah. Here you go, Dave. Write this down. This is for you. I'm going to Van Wilder you. Write this down.
Van Wilder me.
So here you go. All you have to do is look if your book has it. It's a double chance.
I can get a book. I have a book that will. The FanDuel will probably have a double chance.
Look for that because those are the odds that you're going to be comfortable with and that you like, and you get the double chance. Is the ITD or decision? You need to look and see what they are because they have them sometimes on my book, but maybe they probably do.
I'll lay 140 or 145. That's where it's at, I think, in the book that I bet on the most. But I'll find the best line. But I'm sold on it. You guys have sold me on it. That's my only pre-flop bet. You know how I do. I cap so many other stuff that I cap as I go with UFC, and actually that kind of works for me.
I do better live. Honestly.
I would do the KO, but I have to sprinkle in the sub because of what I talked about. I'm also going to be taking Izzy by sub because he's never done it before and he loves to shock the world. Let's go Izzy by submission. I put $10 on it to win $140 at plus 1,400.
Yeah, it's just what's the path to that? The path to that. I said it last night when we were talking. I think that Strickland could put his head down. He can get a guillotine, but I think the only way you get that is you rock him, you get down there and you get his neck, you get behind him. But I don't know if that's.
I think he's going to fail at his game plan. Like I said, his coach is going to tell him, you know what you need to do to beat Israel. Okay. His coach said it on like an interview, and it's like coaches should never speak this way about their fighters, but like you're not winning in the striking. What he needs to do is stick to the game plan. And if he can do that, then he has a good chance. But is Sean Strickland going to stick to the game plan? No, but if he gets rocked, he's going to shoot for a takedown. And I could see Izzy trying to snatch up a fucking neck because he wants to get a submission. He wants to shock the world and put on a big performance. You know, he doesn't want another knockout, another decision. He's done that before. He really does want to get a sub.
All right, I might throw like a quarter unit at it or something. We'll see.
Do an eighth of a unit.
I would do something small. Like that.
Same thing.
No, I want to win. I want to win. I want to win. If I hit that, I want to win.
Then I would recommend $20 at the highest level.
Well, I'm going to bet a little more than that, but it's going to not be as much. I might put 2 units on Izzy to inside. I would just
do ITD with him.
I think he does it in Australia in front of his home crowd. And Sean Strickland shouldn't even be here. It was supposed to be.
Is he? I thought he was Nigerian.
Got the call. He fights out of New Zealand. He lives in New Zealand.
Okay, so he's down there. Okay,
represents any fighter anywhere he fights. Like when he fought in China, he actually called himself Chinese once. There's a clip of him saying out loud, he said, "I am a Chinese fighter."
That's hilarious.
So there you go, Dave. You've got either on my book Adesanya by inside the distance at minus 110 or by KO at plus 110. So I'm all about going the safer route and just doing ITD, but I also have him in a parlay as a knockout, and I'm probably going to play him as a knockout. That's probably there's a possibility of a sub, but I don't know. I'll probably just do it.
I mean, like I said, it's a small possibility, but at plus 1,400, Izzy's first sub ever. Yeah, we got to take that chance now because you'll never get it again.
If you're going to do like a 3-unit play, Dave, just do the inside the distance.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use some free play that I got and mix it up. But that's what I wanted to hear.
I've been killer on my main event plays, like just killing it. The one we lost, I was just talking to Grits before the show. The last one we lost was where we decided to play both sides because we didn't know what was going to happen.
Well, Rose was a main event. No, Rose wasn't a main event. That's right.
It was Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje. And we took the over 2.5 rounds, minus 135. Nice little.
Oh, I was on that with you guys. Then, I was on that.
Got kicked in the head, and that was the last one we lost. Like, we're slaying these fucking main events.
The only other bet that I lost, but it wasn't my main bet, was I took a small side bet. But it was my favorite bet of the fight. But once the fight night came, I doubled my units up on O'Malley. But I really, my favorite one was actually 2.5 in that fight. I really liked it to go over 2.5, and it didn't get anywhere close. But once I made it through the whole card, I went stupid for like 4 units and smacked the O'Malley money line. So I did him pre-flop, full unit, and then I hit him twice for two more live. Yeah. So, and then I had him ITD pre-flop as well. So, I mean, I had all kinds of stuff. But the over 2.5, I really thought he was going to make it to that third round or close to it. But it's all right. Can't win them all, but I mean, I did win my money line on it. So that was.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, go ahead, Dylan. Whatever else you got. I've got my parlays if you want to give a couple things out.
Well, I'm going to bounce now because I got to go back to. I have all these promises out there, but you guys are the best. If you guys are watching now or later, go follow these guys. These freaking guys, 2 of the most loyal freaking guys ever. Not to mention 2 of the best UFC guys. They have knowledge on a sport. I mean, the things that they say. I mean, I'm a novice. I know nothing. I followed UFC as a fan years and years ago and got out of it. UFC is way more technical now. It's a completely different sport than it was when the guy was wearing one boxing glove. It's
that too.
And when they were wearing wrestling shoes and shit. Anyway, so shout out to you guys. Thanks for having me, and I will be back when I can. But cheers to you guys.
Dave, I got one thing for you before you leave. I want you to write this down, and I want you to sprinkle this for an 8th unit for me.
Okay.
Tafa, this is a parlay. Tafa KO, Tuivasa KO, Adesanya KO. It's a plus.
Okay. Do me a favor. DM me that or whatever. I'll do it.
I want you to sprinkle a little on.
I will.
I'm probably going to get on that KO parlay too. It's the Australian KO parlay. We have.
It is the Australian KO parlay.
So that's a thing now. The country, it's this fucking thing now.
We're picking our favorites. Like there's some others from New Zealand and shit, but we're picking our 3 favorites to get the fucking finish at home.
What does that pay out? Do you think, or do you know?
Plus 1,000,
1,100
more. Yeah.
All right, down. I'm in. Fuck it. Let's go. All right, guys.
All right, Priest, Dave.
Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being here on the Fight Lounge. First guest ever. We needed somebody to actually lounge with us.
There we go. All right, buddy. Talk to you.
All right. Good old Dave. I need to
yeah.
get back on his stream with him, man. Just these Friday night football, that Friday night football lights, man. That football games and things start kicking with the kids, and you just can't sometimes make it. So
Dave has a fantastic stream every Friday on his channel, Picks from Dave on YouTube. You'll find me there, Nick and Tim, the Earl twins, Grit stops by, all the homies stop by. We just kick it and have a good time. Nerd talk. Good fucking times on Friday nights.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, great time on Dave's stream. I love his streams. So, Dylan, do you have a little parlay you want to give out to him that you're maybe, or do you want to save it all for your Twitter?
No, I'm not going to save anything for Twitter. Anybody that tuned in can get all the information right here.
Yeah. How's this sound? Why don't you go ahead? You got a ticker?
I can type something up
here. I'll try and put them in the chat for mine because I got 3 different ones. So do you want me to do that? Be easier.
Go ahead. I'll create one. Go ahead. What do you got?
I have the KO parlay, which I just read off, which was Tafa, Tuivasa, and Adesanya. I don't know. Do you want all the odds for all 3 to write next to it or no?
No, we'll just go with plus 1,100 for the parlay.
There you go. And then my other one is I got Ulberg ITD Cape ITD. And then I also have Adesanya again, ITD. I got a lot with him.
I actually don't mind either of those.
Huh?
It's Cop ITD, Carlos ITD, and Izzy.
You're breaking up. Are you asking me, or you say what yours are?
Yours, Cop ITD, Carlos ITD, Izzy ITD.
Hold on. Take a second. You're breaking up on us.
Is it Manel Cop ITD, Carlos ITD, Izzy ITD?
Okay, there you are. Here. Ulberg. He's coming back. So Ulberg, Cape.
Wi-Fi.
He'll come back. And then I have. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Before I move on. There you are. Say something. I think you're good.
I think I have too. It was Manel Cop ITD, Carlos ITD, and Izzy ITD.
That one's a
What's
plus
the price on
430.
that? Plus 430.
Yeah. And you guys can mix and match any of these that you want together because I think they're all pretty solid plays. So if you like one versus the other, put them all, do what you do. And then this one, it's not quite as spicy on the juice-wise, but it's decent. I got the Pedro Turcali fight under 2.5 rounds. The Cape Dos Santos under 2.5 rounds.
Hold on. These ones are harder to type with the two names.
Are you just putting them in the chat for everybody?
We have Pedro Turcali under 2.5.
Yep.
All right.
And then you've got the Cape Dos Santos under 2.5.
Yep.
And then the Izzy Strickland fight, you can either do under 4.5 or under 3.5, whichever is your discretion. But this one is under 4.5, and that's a plus 350. So those are my three.
Under 4.5, and that's plus 350.
Yep. And then my honorable mentions are the Jusei Crosby over 1.5, and I also like the Tafa Lane fight under 1.5. So those are my honorable mentions if you guys want to use those for something. So
hell yeah,
that's what I have. Dylon, what do you got for the peeps? Boy, that took a little longer.
See what I have on some parlays. I think I'm gonna go with this fucking CKB City Kickboxing parlay. I just have to throw it down.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not gonna say I'm not confident in it, but it's in Australia. They're from New Zealand. Little home cooking, couldn't hurt nobody. Yeah, we're gonna do.
Dylan, give me 2 seconds. Sorry, I got to take a half-second break, but you go right ahead. Continue.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for my City Kickboxing parlay, we're gonna go with Giuseppe for the first one, Carlos, and Izzy. I think those are the three that are from City Kickboxing, if I'm not mistaken. And then after that, if you want to add on some New Zealanders for, kind of the what do you call it? Australian New Zealand parlay. Put them all together for the favorites to win at home. I mean, I'm going to do the full one. We're going to go Izzy, Ty, Justin Tafa, Tyson Pedro, Carlos Alberg. Throw Jack Jenkins in there for shits and giggles. Jamie Malarkey, Blood Diamond, and Kevin Giuseppe. Let's go with the home cooking parlay. You put $2 on that, gets you 300. I mean, I'm gonna sprinkle on that little home cooking parlay.
Sorry, folks.
I went over a 9-leg parlay, the little home cooking parlay.
Did you?
the Australian fighters and the New Zealand fighters, all 9 of them together, get you, what is it, 150 to 1. I put $2 on it to win $300.
Like it. Lottery ticket, baby.
Yeah, a little lottery ticket. New Zealand, Australia parlay, home cooking parlay, whatever you want to call it. And then the CKB parlay. You have Kevin Jusette, Blood Diamond, Israel Adesanya.
We're on the side on that too.
Sorry, this is just CKB. These are all the fighters from the same gym, City Kickboxing.
Okay.
So that's a 4-leg parlay. You can bring Izzy down if you wanted to. It's plus 700. I'm going to sprinkle on that one. And then I think I'm going to throw Izzy inside the distance in there. Let me bring up a quick price on that. And go Izzy ITD. Bear with me, just bringing up a price live.
Good, man.
The 4-leg parlay with Izzy ITD. That's Kevin Jusette, Blood Diamond, Mike Diamond, they're calling him now. Fuck's sakes.
Are you kidding me?
Carlos Alberg and Izzy ITD at minus 110 gets you to almost plus 1,500. So we're going to sprinkle that for a tiny little tidbit.
Oh, damn, that is almost the same, isn't it?
Mike Diamond. It was Blood Diamond before. Now they're calling him Mike Diamond like he's some fucking male stripper or some shit.
That's good.
I'm sorry. I like this guy, but his over promotion is what I hate. I don't hate him. Just how they're just pushing him like even harder than Israel. They don't even call him just the last style bender. They still use his first name. Why the fuck is? Sorry, I'm getting carried away. Grits, what else?
It's okay. You're done. You're done. It's over. That's it. Calm down.
I'm very angry at this man.
I know.
He left a bad taste in my mouth, and he fucking sucks.
Look, unless you have anything else, that's all I have. I guess appreciate y'all coming in. Gerardo, Billy, Nasty Nate. Who else do we have in here? Lee Lewis.
Boston Nick, Lewis.
Nick. Yeah, appreciate you guys. I know there's a lot of other things going on, so really appreciate
Billy Briz we had in the chat.
Yeah.
First time stopping by. Shout out to him. I know he's a very sharp UFC guy himself, so I appreciate him stopping by.
So, yeah, other than that,
anything else?
No, just, hey, wish you all luck. As time goes on here, I think this week I'm going to give you a couple other plays to put in with it. I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out. Hey. Yeah.
All right. Until next
Appreciate
week.
you guys. Thank you much.
See you again next Thursday here on the Fight Lounge. 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Until then, love y'all. See you then.